Hey YouTube family, it's Sandy Ruby Mello. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I decided to make a video today to show how I use the computer. It's called the camera mouse. And basically I wanted to go over some of the things that I'm able to use the computer for. Some of the basics. I This is my first time using the on-screen recorder, so you guys bear with me. I am not familiar with everything as of yet. However, basically, using the camera mouse, it's a very big must in my life, really. It's a free program that enables you to control the mouse pointer on your computer screen just by moving your head, like it says right here on the screen. It's completely free, and you can go to cameramouse.org to get it. It downloads on PC, which is what I have, and it's a great commodity to have. I um I recently tried to figure out ways to be able to use the on-screen recorder so that you guys could see my face and be able to interact with me, but I haven't been able to have an expert thing on it yet. So this is like my beginner's thing going on. Anyways, you guys bear with me. The camera mouse, basically, I just love this product because I'm actually using it right now. It's not able to show you all of the different apps that I'm able to access from one screen to another. So I had to put everything on Chrome. So hopefully it's grabbing everything right now, is at least what's on Chrome. I know there's certain things that's not popping up on the screen. So hopefully we're able to pick up some stuff. So I initially wanted to start with a little video so you guys could see my face and how I'm living. However, it wasn't able to work. So now let's just hop in and how to use the camera mouse. That's me today, how I look. I have a little ice pack and my little lipstick going on. Anyway, so since I have in a PC, I use Cortana. If you have another computer like AOS, it'd probably be Siri. Anyways, you'd call her and you'd say, "Hey Cortana." She'd ask what and you tell her open camera mouse, and she'll ask you which camera do you want to open. I wasn't because I'm already using camera mouse. I had to say camera, so she'll just open the camera, whatever. She started the camera, starting camera, but then I ended up closing it. But we'll talk more about the camera later on. It usually looks, this is what the regular camera looks out. But when camera mouse opens up, it looks a little bit different. But there is a little green box that comes up on your face or whatever, and it calibrates. I put it to calibrate on my nose, but you can do it for your left eye. We'll get into that a little bit more. Anyways, the camera mouse would open based on the settings that you have. Um, it'll tell you what to do. So the first thing when you open your camera mouse, you want to um, get into your settings. So somebody else might have to do this for you. So the biggest thing that you need to do is go into the first bar, which is clicking, and you would put on clicking. Clicking is so that you can use the clicking um so you can use the clicking feature, which is the dwell time. Like, it's constantly clicking, so whenever you hover or dwell on something for more than 1 second on mine, you can change it to different I believe it goes up to 5 seconds or whatnot. And the whatever, after 1 second of dwelling on something, it'll click on it. I really don't need the clicking sounds because it's clicking so much, it's a little bit annoying, so I don't put that setting. Clicking recovery time, I'm not sure what that is, so I don't mess with it. I don't like the double clicking feature, so I don't access that. I really always kind of need to enable the right clicking, so I enable it and it puts it right on the screen. I also enable single digit clicking on Windows so that when I go to a website or something that you need to double click on, it'll just get single clicked. All right, so the next tab would be control. And on this screen, it is talking about the beginning and ending of ac- the access to your mouse. So in order to begin the camera mouse, it'll start 4 seconds after mouse activity. The second one is uh, ending the camera mouse control when the mouse moves. So whenever you, let's say you pause the camera or whatnot, or you're not using, or somebody passes their finger on the mouse, it'll pause for like 4 seconds and then it starts up again. So that's what this feature is. The next tab in your settings would be the exclude button. This is what the camera mouse looks like on your screen. And with the exclude button, I don't really do too much on this screen, but I'm going to come back to it. We're going to go to the next one, which is, sorry. We're going to go to the next one, which is sensitivity. We'll go back to exclude because of that one random picture. I put it on extremely high for sensitivity. It manages on how fast or how slow that the camera is watching your face. The lower sensitivity makes the mouse go a little bit slower. So like when you move your head, it won't move so fast like it is on the screen as of right now. And then the smoothing as well as like how it looks where you can find the mouse once it's on the screen. So let's go back to exclude. This, I really don't do anything with the exclusion of the screen part. However, in order for you to use it, you need to put enable user pause camera option. So in order for you to be able to pause the camera on your own, you need to click on this enable user pause camera. It's not automatic, it's not in the default settings, so you would need to put it. I put it to the max pause, which is 5 minutes. And sometimes I need a little bit more, so I keep pausing it after the 5 minutes. But it's a great feature to have when you are having a quick conversation, or you just want to stretch, or you just need to close your eyes for a second, or whatever the situation is. Pausing the camera for just a little bit of time is a great feature. I love this feature. It wasn't always on there. Okay, and then when it returns from pause, I put to program automatically runs on a 5 4 3 2 1 routine. And basically the 5 4 3 2 1 routine is like a timer for when it comes off of being paused or when it's opening up in general. And the little green square that I told you guys that comes on your face from earlier, it locates in the middle of the screen where I usually align it with my face on my nose for it to line up with my vision, and it pops up on the screen. I'll show you in a little bit what it looks like again. So the next screen would be the miscellaneous screen. I don't really change anything on here. I put whenever the camera begins to move to determine where the pointer of the center of the screen. So whenever you lose track of your face, or the camera can't see your face, it'll try to center back to the corner of your screen. So uh, it'll start up whenever the camera begins mouse control. I also always put user can change the feature to track with the camera mouse. And you can tap directly on your face to show the camera exactly where you want it to go. And mind you, having all these settings, I didn't know nothing I was doing when I first got here. I really kind of wish somebody showed me these things too. However, it was a great learning curve for me. It gave me a little bit more independence and just time to think about everything. The next screen is the startup screen. So it's asking you when to start the camera mouse. So the camera mouse program automatically runs on a 5 4 3 2 routine, and basically that is like trying to align the camera onto your face when it first starts up. And it has like a little white square that comes on the screen. It'll say 5 4 3 2 1, and wherever that alignment is on your face, that's where it'll tack the mouse. I don't have it to start up right when the computer starts, because I have Cortana to open him up, and then you can also close it by yourself. It also lets you exit out of the screen on your own. I used to have it automatically start up because one computer that I had, a Toshiba, it times out. Once the screen times out, you're not able to access any of the apps, and I needed the camera mouse to start up right when the computer started up so that I can disable the screen before it started up. Sometimes I used to forget that it was there, and it caused me a lot of programs. Okay, and then 543 routine, again, it's a way to change the point on the face that is being tracked without clicking on the image. I put it on the screen on my camera mouse itself so that whenever it's not on my nose or exactly in the center of my face, I press the 54321 button and it automatically readjusts the camera. And then I also the 54321 routine starts up again if it loses the original track point. Like if I tap on the side of the screen by accident and it goes completely off my face, it will reroute to go back to my face. And you want to make sure that all the settings that you like, you have to save them as default, or you can save them as a specific file, so that you won't lose your specific settings, because the factory settings that they put on there is not really that great. So you would need to customize your settings once you get it downloaded. Um, you don't really necessarily need to mess around with the camera settings or the video source. However, if you do want to change from one camera source to another, which is probably what we're going to talk about next, the different cameras that I use to use the camera mouse, this is where you would change from one camera to another for the video source. All right, and then one of the biggest things that I use my camera for is to talk on the phone with people on the phone, especially when it comes to video chatting. I video chat my son all the time. His name is Flyboy on here, and basically you just press call in a video. On this little small clip that I'm showing you guys right now with the Google Hangouts, it doesn't necessarily show the video screen, so I had to go back and take some screenshots, which I will go back for you. Like, even though he missed the call, I'll show you. This is what the screen initially looked like. It says calling Flyboy, and then my face pops up, and usually on the left corner of the screen, or the whole screen comes up when they pick up, then your face goes down to the right and you're able to communicate. Before I start talking about how I type and make emails, I wanted to let you know the camera that the second camera that I use in order to video chat, it's the Logistic C270 webcam, all essentials for HD 720p. Hopefully you see it on the screen right here. It's only $25 on Walmart. I actually caught it when it's a little bit cheaper for $17. The type of computer that I use is an HP 14-inch laptop. I don't think I have the biggest gigabyte storage. However, the biggest gigabyte storage that you have is probably the best. Alright, so let me exit out of some of these things, and I will link the description of all of these things in the bottom of the video. So the next thing that helps me, that I use the camera mouse for, that helps me use the camera mouse to use the computer effectively, is called the virtual keyboard. This one is a free version that you can go to freevirtualkeyboard.com, and you're able to download. This stays on the screen. It's kind of transparent. It's actually on the screen right now, but because the camera, the on-screen recorder will only record the Chrome app. Anything else that pops on the screen will not come up there. So hopefully this 14-minute video that I'm almost done with is actually recording everything, and my voice as well. So, alright, so this is what the free virtual keyboard looks like. It's what helps me type and navigate sometimes through the computer, like using the Shift app to control to copy and paste. I also use this other thing called the Google Translate right here on googletranslate.com. And basically, I would say something like I already have something in there, but I'm going to use this. I'll put it on English and I'll be like, hey, YouTubers, like and subscribe my channel. Sometimes you have to edit it. That's the reason why it's great to have the virtual keyboard. Google Translate has one already on the screen that you see how it says turn on virtual keyboard, and you can use that as well. This is how the other one is on the screen. It's usually in the middle. It's a little bit transparent, and you can use different settings. Again, this is how mine looks like on the screen. They have different other ones that you can use again, but that's the one that I use for the camera mouse. How I make an email. Before I go into email, this is the Google document. This is me outlining my video, doing putting the things that I want to do, talking about Cortana, the settings, and the different cameras that I use. And now that I'm on keyboard, Google Translate, let's show you really quickly how to make an email. In this Word document, what I love about the Google documents is that there's a tool as well on here that helps you transcribe, just like the Google Translate does. You go into the tools and you go to voice typing right here. You press on this, like, comment, donate, subscribe to Sandy Ruby Mello. Thank you for watching. And it puts it right there on the screen, which is amazing. I love it. And then I can, like I said, I can use the keyboard to edit the little bit of things in here and there. The virtual keyboard is pretty slow when it comes to typing. That's the reason why I use the transcribe services. And those are the most free ones. In the beginning, I used some different ones that I had to buy, and it was not really good. Thank God I was able to I'll find all the things that I have on here, and all of them are free, really. All right, so the last feature that I want to talk about is the meta click, and it helps me drag. Again, because I can't go from one app to another with this screen recorder, I had to take a picture, and this is what it looks like. It's right here in the bottom on the right corner. You can put different things on your tab. This LD stands for left drag, right drag. Z stands for suspension. S stands for settings, and then X is to exit out. I think there's other features on there as well, but these are the ones that I usually use. I only use the left drag, and basically if I need to drag something, like if I need to put a signature, an online signature for something, and they usually have those screens where you need to drag and put your signature. That's what I usually use this for. Or if I'm in the middle of a game, like wow, Sabrina, I'm in the middle of a video. Yeah, so if you go to their downloads page on Camera Mouse, they have a list of different games and different programs that you can use in for the Camera Mouse, like I told you, and then they have different versions and all the different stuff that you can use with the Camera Mouse application. Um, MetaClick is just a fancy clicking to help you drag and right click and do certain things that the camera mouse can't do on its own. Another great thing to use with the camera mouse. And this app is called MetaClick. I also will put the link to get that on your computer as well if you need it. All these different links are on cameramouse.org, so you can also look at that. Again, you guys, thank you again for coming to my channel. This is how I use the camera mouse. It's a wonderful tool to have. I really love it because it's caused my life to be very independent as far as like paying my bills, making emails. In fact, I didn't even show you guys how I make an email, which real quick, let me show you. If I go to a new tab, and if you guys didn't even already notice, some of my settings are kind of wonky, like my desktop is up at top. I pinned it at the top, my tabs, and I'm sure you probably can't see that on this video. However, I put it at the top because I don't like to look for things at the bottom. Like whenever I lose my camera control, it seems like it's easier to throw the camera up than down. So one of the easiest things is to put the taskbar at the top. That's just something that I learned. Anyways, yeah, so making an email, I tap on the email thing. Oh, I got some mail. I could check my mail. I put compose, and then with the keyboard, I can type in the person's name, type in my subject, and again with Google Translate, I can write a full email and then use the virtual keyboard to edit, because sometimes, most times, the Google transcribers or any transcriber really doesn't just transcribe exactly what you say, because I guess of our accents and the way that we pronounce things. So it's not always great. A lot of the times it takes me a very long time to get some of these emails done because of so many of the errors
71 degrees in Fort Lauderdale tomorrow, 6 degrees warmer than today. See the full forecast.
Caused by just caused by my slowness typing on it. But it's better than nothing, and it's an amazing thing to be able to do, because I also am able to edit my videos and do almost everything for my channel just based on the things that I'm able to use with the camera mouse. Do my banking, do everything really. Basically, I'm able to do everything. I'm learning how to do the editing parts of some of my videos and how to do certain things. But for right now, it's been really hard because of the dragging feature and learning how to use these specific programs with the camera mouse. There's another thing that I forgot to say about the camera mouse. One thing that you want to do again is give your camera mouse access to be saved as a administrator so that it can have access to other apps. Not all apps will let you use the camera mouse, but for the most part, all of them do. And then there's an inquiry on there. Like sometimes there's certain things like user account control that will pop up on your screen, and you will need somebody to cover to completely exit out of that for you. However, the way that I've been able to get around that is through putting my user account control basically to zero, no monitoring at all. But I do have a third party McFee or McAfee, something like that, to some security thing to watch my account as far as like malware and things that can mess up my computer. I did get a lot of viruses back in 2016 when I first initially got this program. I don't know if it's because I was downloading a whole bunch of other stuff as well, so I'm not sure what happened. However, this is my third computer using the camera mouse, and it's worked pretty well on every single one of them. I've already had this download for over a year, which is awesome. I do all my own videos. I've been doing pretty good lately as far as like getting everything done. Anyways, thank you guys for visiting my channel. I'm so happy that I was able to duke out another video today because it's been kind of hard to get them done. Being that I'm so immobile and I want to show different things, but I'm not able to because of the lack of support. However, if there's a will, there's a way. So anyways, again, thank you again for coming to my channel. Like, subscribe, comment, and if you can, donate. I love you guys. Thank you again for all the support and the love that you guys always give. All right then. Come back again. Love you.